Am I audible? Am I audible in the back? Okay. आवाज नहीं आ रही ना? हेलो, हाय, मैं ना क्या कहते हैं A106 से बोल रहा हूँ। यहाँ हाँ, यहाँ पे जो डायस वाला माइक है वो तो काम कर रहा है, लेकिन वायरलेस माइक काम नहीं कर रहा, तो बहुत परेशानी हो रही है। क्लास ऑलरेडी वेट कर रही है और मैं स्टार्ट नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ। हाँ, ऑन है। उसके ऊपर चैनल 6 भी दिखा रहा है। और हाँ 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 भाई, ऑन है, ग्रीन बत्ती जल रही है और 6 दिखा रहा है। नहीं चल रहा है, एक बार आ जाइए प्लीज।
So what I will do is I will while this ramps up and this starts to work, I will anyway start. Today's session, we will actually take our journey of main parameter of value from where we left it last time and do some brainstorming around it. Use it in a meaningful way for us. Okay. So what is a main parameter of value? What do we remember from last time? What is a main parameter of value? Critical of the system. So he's saying there are some levels, top level, multiple levels. He's saying something that is critical of a system. What is the main parameter of value as we discussed that day? Important feature that one must offer have there, okay? Something that is important to help the user make the purchase decision. Everything else being equal, this user will decide based on the MPV which product to choose. That is what is a main parameter of value. How did we identify a main parameter of value? What were the things that we put on the x-axis, y-axis? Function and cost. That was only about value. See, we looked at two graphs last time. One graph was, let us look at it in the slides. I don't need to make it all over again. We looked at two graphs last time. This was one slide where we said that, okay, on one axis there is functions, the other axis there is cost. And that defined what we call as value. You want value of anything to be very, very high. So high functionality, lowest cost. We want everything to be in the first quadrant there. So this is the target quadrant that we talked about. This was value. But this was just one introduction that I gave. What is value? What I'm asking you is, after this, we went on to talk about main parameter of value. What is main parameter of value? We just said main parameter of value is the reason why someone will purchase the product over another competitor. But what were the axes of that particular chart? Huh? Important and satisfaction. So a need which the user considers important and it is unsatisfied is a main parameter of value. अब आवाज आ रही है पीछे? भाई, आपने क्या जादू करा? तो तुम्हें आवाज समझ, मैं चीख रहा हूं इसलिए आवाज आ रही है. So main parameter of value relates to important needs which are unsatisfied yet. Now, we said that these are MPVs. Then what is here in this quadrant? Latent parameters of value. What are latent parameters of value? अगर हम इसी ग्राफ की तरह उसमें देखें, they are unsatisfied needs that the users themselves are not sure of, are not aware of. And we gave the example of Steve Jobs' statement that he said, user doesn't know what he wants. Remember? And then if we work on those latent MPVs, latent parameter of values, they are still not main parameters of value. They become main parameters of value because they start to make sense for design decisions later. If we work on latent parameters of value, what happens? If we work on latent parameters of value and offer them, कुछ ज्यादा ego है. If we अभी ठीक है? Am I audible? Yeah. Okay. I will speak louder. Okay. So what we are saying is, so it is so relaxing when you have a mic also working. Huh? नहीं, अभी कुछ गड़बड़ है. अभी ठीक है? अभी ठीक आ रहा है? ज्यादा तेज तो है अभी, वॉल्यूम कम करो। ठीक है, थैंक यू. So, what we are saying is, Vidushi, can you just call other students also from the lab? Can you just call other students also from the lab? So, what we are saying is that parameters of value are main parameters of value are those parameters or those functions which help the user make the design decisions. Hmm? But there are some parameters of value which are clearly unsatisfied needs. No one has offered them in the industry. Or even if they are offered, they are not well known. But they are indeed very, very useful. There's an echo. So what do? I switch this off, Abhi? I will have to shout. You don't imagine that, na? If I speak at the same volume, I'm not audible in the back, am I? Oh, okay. So what we are saying is that if we focus on the latent parameters of value, we can lead to breakthrough innovation. Hmm? And अच्छा, ये काम कर रहा है? ये भी नहीं कर रहा. कर रहा है? हाँ, कुछ तो कर रहा है. बोलता हूँ उसको. Hello, is it audible? This is working fine. Thank you. So then what we looked at was that, okay, in the same breath, we also talked about some high-level needs. These high-level needs, like performance, controllability, convenience, sustainability, manufacturability, cost, brand. These are high-level needs which have to be translated into features or something for the product. When you bring that in, when you bring that into your service, when you bring that into your product, the product at once becomes lucrative. If you don't take care of these, then some MPV, some parameter of values is at risk. So coming back to the summary slides again. So MPV, main parameter of value discussion, helps us to focus on unsatisfied needs that the user definitely wants us to implement. We talked about a Xiaomi phone which has a 8,000 milliampere hour battery, but it still charges within 1 hour. So what were the MPVs he was covering? He was taking care of long battery life and also taking care of fast charge. आप अगर phones को अभी recent phones के अगर आप specifications देखो, they talk about 50% charge or 2 hours charge in 30 minutes. What is the MPV they are covering? Again, long portable time. Are you getting it? So if we take care of the MPVs, we will help users decide in our favor. Our products will get a good market. And there are these tacit PVs. What are these tacit PVs? Which quadrant were they in that satisfied and importance? Yes. These are needs which are satisfied by the existing technology. They are kind of commodity. Every product in the market satisfies these needs already. Now I'm talking about product in the market. If you are a circuit designer, you will say every circuit satisfies this need. If we are in an entrepreneurship course, I'm talking of it in terms of an entrepreneurship thing. But don't limit it to only products. It is applicable everywhere. In the morning class that I had, the memory design class, these MPVs will be the figures of merit that we were talking about. That they have to be met. If they're not met, user will not take your product, will not choose your design. So this is applicable everywhere. I'm using the language of the ENT course. So don't get this कि ये तो खाली startups और entrepreneurs के लिए है. This is for everyone. Okay. So then basic PVs. अगर basic PVs को आप ignore करोगे तो क्या होगा? Even if someone purchases you because you focus on an MPV or brought in a latent PV, it will not work. Because basic PV, which everyone assumed would work, is not handled well. Are you with me? So there are some basic non-negotiable functions, features, performance metrics that have to be met. And if they are not met, what happens? We again end up losing the market share. Are you with me? So then we also looked at how to convert a high-level need into a feature. What was the process that we used?
Levels of MPV.
Levels of?
MPV level 1.
We talked about hierarchy of needs. There is a high-level need, convenience. Now, convenience can be interpreted in so many different ways. Convenience for a phone is, it should be very light. Convenience for a phone is, it should have 10 days battery life, no recharging needed. Convenience for a phone is, I should be able to charge from 0 to 100% within 1 hour. Convenience for a phone is that the screen is so lucid, so clear that I don't have any strain on my eyes when I watch the phone. The interface is so lucid that it's easy to handle whatever happens. You see, it's intuitive. So all these are convenience related parameters of value. Over time, these parameters of value swap amongst themselves to become main parameter of value. At one point of time, there was a parameter of value, which was what was the resolution of your camera. कितने megapixel का camera है? Today, it is not the main parameter of value. Everyone has such a good camera that this is not what you're looking at. Today, the parameter of value has evolved into, or main parameter of value has evolved into, okay, what kind of post-processing my camera automatically does? Does it autofocus? Does it do this? Does it do that? Are you with me? That has completely evolved now. Thank you. रुक जाओ टेस्ट करने दो. यहाँ पे सुबह भी तो क्लास हुई होगी बहुत तेज है. Is it fine now? Clear. There is still some risk of pinging that will come. Thank you. This sounds good. 2 मिनट जस्ट रुक जाओ. कुछ होगा तो आप मॉड्यूलेट कर लेना. इको आ रहा है. Yeah. So we look at that high level need. We empathize with the user. We think about what does he mean by convenience. In this process, as an entrepreneur, you will need to conduct interviews. In this process, as a circuit designer, you will need to check with the user what kind of performance they need. In this process, as a software engineer, you will need to look at, okay, what is the memory footprint that you can allow me? What is the turnaround time? What should be the latency in which I should be able to respond? The software should be able to respond to a query that you have raised. So how that convenience or how that high level need translates into a measurable feature or measurable parameter could change, could vary. But we need to do that. Once we do that, then we know where is the problem. We ensure that latent MPVs are handled. We ensure that threshold criteria for acceptance for various features are handled well. Otherwise, आपने मेहनत भी करी, वो threshold achieve भी नहीं करा. So everything went vain. Not useful at all. So they are trying for some time now. देखो वॉल्यूम खत्म हो गया था अभी. So some MPVs gone bonkers here. So what will we do today? Okay. विदुषी अभी बाहर गई थी, एक बार चेक करो वो कहाँ है और बाकी बच्चे कहाँ हैं. कोई एक जाओ भाई, दोनों जाओगे तो क्या होगा. So what we will do now is we will enter into a brainstorm session again. So brainstorm session का मतलब क्या होता है? What do we do? In a brainstorm session, what do we do? We reorganize the room. So just stand and see कौन-कौन से tables के wheels हैं and arrange them in such a way that on every table we have a group of 5 people who can comfortably sit. And you can just walk around the table also. That is how it should be. For example, this table should go there. Okay. This table you can just move and take there. And this becomes a bigger table with 5 people working to be able to walk around. Similarly, just see, stand up and see which table you need to move so that you're able to form. So this one, for example, this one has wheels. Pull it in the front or do something about it. देखो यहाँ से कम होना है क्या? इको आ रहा है, हाँ. और मैं तो एनीवे घूमता भी रहूंगा क्लास में, तो और इको आने का डर है. Am I audible? Clear? Am I clear? Am I audible? Okay, so छोड़ो, टेबल का मूवमेंट अभी 2 मिनट में करते हैं. पहले एक बार यहाँ पे लाइन बनाते हैं. Let's form a queue over here. थोड़ा सा बढ़ा दो. यहाँ से भी बढ़ेगा, वहां से खोलना. So let's form a line over here with our in the sequence of our names. A is on this side, Z is on that side. Quickly. Alphabetical order. Let's form a queue quickly. ठीक लग रहा. Quickly. यहाँ पे तुम्हें अपने नाम नहीं पता है क्या? I want you to form this queue in the alphabetical order of your names, as if you're doing a roll call. I will not ask you to shout your name out, but I now want you to shout 1, 2, 3. So Aditya, 1. 1. Say. You say 1, 2.
5, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 32.
So 40, 41. Join the queue. So 41. I want 5 people per team.
Students which are in the lab, they are being meant to attend Agritech some conference in the idea of the modular. So for 5, 6 students.
Come. Join. So we are 41, 42 people in the class. And thank you. This was completely off. इसका मैं आपको दूसरी स्क्रीन दिखाऊं जहां पे बिल्कुल ही भद्दा दिखता है. 1 मिनट रुको. हाँ, और मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा था क्या करूं, ये भी अब ठीक लग रही है, शुक्र है। चलो, थैंक यू, थैंक यू। Okay, so now we are 41 kind of children over here. So now we will count round robin until 1 to 9. So we'll form 9 teams. So 1, 2, 3, 9. Then 9 के बाद फिर 10 नहीं आएगा, 1 आएगा। जोर की।
4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6.
So now all the ones come on this table. All the twos on that table. So find a table. Each table should have only 1s, 2s, 3s, or 4s, or 5s. Okay? Quickly. 9 tables, we have teams working together. Create more tables as needed. Come. There is this table also that is movable. So the ones who were standing there, they are the leaders of their group. Come, quickly. ये कौन सा table है? 3. So this is table 3. Here, table 3, all 3s come here. What is this? Table 1, here, all the ones here. अब दे 1 ये है. Table 4 कहाँ है? 6, go there. Table 4. Table 5, this is table 5. Quickly. उसको हटा दो, उस टेबल को या इन टेबल्स को थोड़ा सा इस तरफ कर दो. I want you guys to be able to move around in all. बस. So your table should be like an island. Your table should be like an island. चारों तरफ से you should be able to move around. Okay. There is one table available over here also. अबे इसको घुमा लेते ना. This had wheels. Your table should be like an island. You should be able to move around all the 4 places. Okay. This is table 5. 5 has 6 members. कुछ गड़बड़ है. One of you is not 5. One of you has to be 6 there. जाओ दूसरे टेबल पे ढूंढो. तो टिपिकली एक टेबल पे 5 लोग होने चाहिए. How is it possible? We had 41 people. We counted 1 to 9. There would be some tables which have 4 people, but no table with 6 people. 42 भी हो गए. So some tables would have 4 people, but everyone should have not more than 5. So any table, so 6 people there, 6 people here, 5. Okay, table 1, raise your hand. 1. 2, table 2. Table 2 has only, okay, 5 people. Table 3, 5 people. Table 4, 5 people. Table 5, 6 people. Strange. Table 7, table 6, 5. Table 7, 3. One of you go there. Any one of you go there. What's the problem? You don't even know anyone. The table 6, 7. That's now you're getting more people. So table 7 also should have 5 people. Table 8, 4. Table 9. 4. So ensure that you are more like islands. Abhi again, I request that keep space around you. We will need it in the game that we are going to play. Please ensure there is some space around you. Choose a different table. If need be. Please move only the ones with the wheels here. Okay, so now each team, each table should identify a leader quickly. Who is the leader? जो first A से जहां पे खड़े थे ना, they are the leaders. Who was the first one in your team? Aditya. A. Okay. You are not the leader in the last class, so you are the leader, Abhi. Okay. So, which leaders? Raise your hands. Okay. Now, all the leaders come here. I will tell you what to do. So, अब हम एक सेट ऑफ इंटरव्यूज करने वाले हैं अपनी टीम्स में. उन इंटरव्यूज में क्या होगा कि हम किसी सुपर हीरो या किसी बहुत वेल नोन पर्सनालिटी की पर्सनालिटी टेक ओवर करेंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, someone in the team will become Hanuman. Someone will become He-Man. Someone will become, let us say, Batman. Someone will become Mahatma Gandhi. Someone will become Albert Einstein. Someone will become. So we'll take over the. कोई महात्मा गांधी बनेगा, कोई लाल बहादुर शास्त्री बनेगा, कोई विवेकानंद बनेगा. We pick up one personality, okay, who is very well known. Very well known का मतलब एटलीस्ट आपके ग्रुप में सबको उसका नाम पता होना चाहिए. ठीक है. एंड ऐसे ही आपको 3 o'clock ना 3 पर्सनालिटीज ढूंढनी है कम से कम. ठीक है. 3 पर्सनालिटीज आपको फाइनलाइज करनी है. ठीक है. देन आपको अपने टीम में से 3 लोग ढूंढने हैं जो उन पर्सनालिटीज का रोल प्ले करेंगे. दे आर द प्लेयर्स. 3 लोग ढूंढने हैं जो उन पर्सनालिटीज को कोच करेंगे. दे आर द कोचेस. तो तुम किसी के लिए प्लेयर भी बनोगे और किसी के लिए कोच बनोगे. आर यू विद मी? तो 3 पर्सनालिटीज ढूंढेंगे. 3 लोग जो उन पर्सनालिटीज को प्ले करने वाले हैं. जब वो प्ले कर रहे हैं तो उनके साथ कोच कौन होना है वो हम आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे सिक्वेंशियली. देयर विल बी 1 स्क्राइब फॉर एवरी इंटरव्यू. तो 3 स्क्राइब्स भी आपको ढूंढने पड़ेंगे जो अलग अलग इंटरव्यूज में काम करेंगे. 2 स्क्राइब्स हैव टू नोट डाउन एवरीथिंग. So 3 scribes, 3 interviews, 3 scribes. ठीक है. तो आपको 3 ट्यूपल्स, 3 मतलब वो बनाने हैं, सेट्स बनाने हैं. रोल, कोच, स्क्राइब. Role, coach, scribe. Role, coach, scribe. You ensure that all the 5 or 6 members in your team have played something over the 3 interviews. No one should remain untouched of these 3 roles. ठीक है. Now ये दो लोग तो, एक तो प्लेयर है, दूसरा उसका कोच है, वो साथ साथ बैठे हैं. इंटरव्यू हो रहा है. चैतन्य, यू जॉइन अनदर टीम देयर व्हिच हैज ओनली 4 पीपल. ठीक है. इंटरव्यू हो रहा है तो इंटरव्यू लेगा कौन? जो भी बाकी 2-3 लोग बचे, दे विल डू द इंटरव्यू. समझ में आया? इंटरव्यू है. इंटरव्यू में आपको हाँ सपोज अब ये हनुमान बना, तुम इसके टीम मेंबर हो. तुम उससे पूछोगे, अच्छा हनुमान, तुम इस प्रॉब्लम को कैसे सॉल्व करोगे? कोच हनुमान को उसकी जामवंत वाला रोल, उसकी पावर्स याद दिलाएगा. Coach is also kind of being interviewed, but he will not speak anything to the interview board. He will just tell them, यार तू तो हनुमान है या तू तो महात्मा गांधी है. महात्मा गांधी was talking about truthfulness. Mahatma Gandhi was talking about the poorest person down there. Mahatma Gandhi was doing this. That is why I'm saying the coach and the role जो प्ले कर रहा है, उन दोनों को तो बिल्कुल अच्छी तरह से पता होना चाहिए कि क्या रोल था, कौन वो इंसान है, उसका थॉट प्रोसेस क्या था. हैरी पॉटर कोई बना तो उसने हैरी पॉटर की पूरी सीरीज पढ़ी होनी चाहिए. हाँ, कोई हरमियोनी ग्रैंजर बना तो उसको पता होना चाहिए कि हरमियोनी ग्रैंजर का थॉट प्रोसेस क्या था. ठीक है, कुछ भी आप रोल ले सकते हो. इंटरव्यूअर उस प्रॉब्लम से रिलेटेड कुछ भी पूछ सकता है. वो कह सकता है हाँ उस रोल से रिलेटेड, उस दिन एल्बस डम्बलडोर ने तुम्हारे को ये कहा था, तुम्हें अगर यही चीज तुम्हारे को वहां पे फार्म पे होती तो तुम क्या करते. स्नेप ने ये कर दिया तुम्हारे साथ, अब तुम फार्म पे अगर ऐसा कुछ होगा तो तुम क्या करोगे. ठीक है, तो everyone has to be creative. The interviewers have to be creative, and the role players have to be creative. The coach has to be creative. Only the scribe can be dumb. The scribe has to not to just write down and map everything on the mind map. They don't have to miss any single idea. 5 लोग सारे इन्वॉल्व होंगे. इंटरव्यूअर्स तो 2-3 पैनल हो सकता है ना इंटरव्यूअर्स का. इंटरव्यूअर्स का पूरा पैनल है. 3-3 ट्यूपल्स बनाए, बाकी जो बचे सारे इंटरव्यूईज है. समझ आया. ठीक है, अब क्या होगा, जो ही आप जब इंटरव्यू शुरू करना है तो 2 मिनट हम देंगे कोच को प्लेयर के साथ टू मेंटर देम. देख, हम इस वाली प्रॉब्लम को पकड़ रहे हैं, इस प्रॉब्लम के लिए ये कुछ कुछ सॉल्यूशन है, सवाल जो भी आएंगे हम इनको बात कर सकते हैं, या तेरी ये पावर्स हैं, तेरी ये चीजें हैं, तेरा वो चीजें हैं, तू बहुत शाना बंदा है, तू बहुत फुद्दू बंदा है, जो भी. यू हैव द पावर ऑफ द यूनिवर्स, यू हैव दिस, यू हैव दैट, व्हाटएवर यू कैन टेल. 2 मिनट हम देंगे कोच को प्लेयर को ओरिएंट करने के लिए. आर्य बदनी. After that, the interview is for only 5 minutes. And the scribe has to continuously record and record and record. उसके बाद the next setup starts. तो आपको 3 इंटरव्यूज करने हैं. अगर मैं 10-10 मिनट भी लगाऊं या 12 मिनट भी लगाऊं, जो कि आप ले लोगे, क्योंकि इंटरव्यू 5 मिनट में आप खत्म नहीं कर पाओगे, तो इतना मजा आता है उस समय. ठीक है, तो we should be able to close these 3 interviews by, let us say, 3:50. ठीक है, let's target 3:50 because then we have to synthesize, and then I would want you to set up the room again. There is a class after this. इंटरव्यूअर्स को क्वेश्चंस बनाने हैं, सोचने हैं. हाँ, ठीक है. माइंड मैप पे स्क्राइब काम करेगा, तो इसलिए मैंने कहा था कि माइंड मैप अगर टूल डाउनलोड कर लोगे, अगर सबके पास नहीं भी है तो जिसके भी लैपटॉप या टैब पे है उस पर बना लो. ठीक है, तो 3 माइंड मैप्स बनेंगे आपके तीनों इंटरव्यूज से रिलेटेड. ठीक है, अब दफा हो जाओ, जल्दी से एक्सप्लेन करो अपनी टीम्स को. ना ना, टाइम बाउंड. 5 मिनट तक तो इंटरव्यू होना ही होना, कोई भी 7 मिनट तक. So, am I audible in the back? Am I audible in the back? Yes, I am. So, people who joined just now, please ensure that you joined a team where there are only 4 people. There are 3 teams which have only 4 people. You join one of those teams only. So, no team should have 6 people as of now. Your leaders have been told what you have to do. Please take the instructions from them. If there are any questions, you have to raise your hand before you start the process. हाँ, ठीक है. हम्म. नहीं नहीं, यहाँ से बच्चे नहीं आ सकते. ये 4:30 तक, उसके बाद ही आ जाएंगे. ठीक है. So Sadia, you can also join a group. You can also join one of the groups now. So leaders, so once we have explained the idea, once we have explained the activity to everyone, just raise your hand. I need to know that all the groups are ready. Leaders, so leaders, can you please complete the briefing quickly? Leaders, please complete the briefing very quickly. Once you're done, just raise your hand. Done. Briefing is done. Start identifying the tuples. Briefing is done. Okay. Group leaders, as you complete the briefing, just let me know. Any group where briefing is still not done? Briefing is not done yet? Oh, you're done. Okay. Table 1. Table 1. Briefing is done. Table 2. Done. Table 3. Done. Table 4. Table 5. Briefing done. Table 6. Table 6. Briefing done. Table 7. Briefing done. Table 8. Briefing done. Table 9. Briefing done. Yeah. So now, all of you, just pay attention to me for 1 minute. Pay attention to me, all of you, not just the leaders. I want all of you to pay attention to me for just 1 more minute. You have to identify superheroes or superhuman beings, which you know really well. And I will also share the problem statements with you so that you may want to change the superheroes if you want to. इसका कुछ लेना देना है नहीं. Superheroes का मतलब ही ये है कि they can do anything, है ना? And even the superhuman beings, they must be reasonably well known, and they would be reasonably mature to be able to handle any kind of a situation. So that's not really needed. But these are the problem statements we are going to work on. So the process, again, I will clarify the process for all of you, just in case the leaders mistook or did not explain something. You have to identify through 3 superheroes or leaders or people who are very, very well known. And each one of those superheroes should be associated with a coach. Both coach and superhero should know the superhero very, very well. Not one-to-one knowing wala, but understand the superhero very, very well. The remaining people will be the crowd, will be the interview panel. One of the interview panelists will be a scribe. They will mind map every idea that is coming. They are not going to ask any questions. Their job is write down every idea. Idea could be given by the superhero or could be in the question itself. Is that okay? Even the question can have an idea, solution in mind. Na? तो अगर ऐसा होगा तो आप क्या करोगे? Whatever is the idea, whatever it is, you just write it down. स्क्राइब का रोल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है हर एक इंटरव्यू में. नाउ व्हाट वी विल डू इज, before the start of every interview, suppose you say that, okay, we are going to interview superhero X first. So the superhero and the coach can go out of the room, can just walk around, can be away from the team and get into the zone of that superhero. Suppose मैं हनुमान हूं तो मैं हनुमान की तरह उधर खुद खुद कूद सकता हूं, कुछ भी कर सकता हूं, just to get into the skin of the character. Okay, and the coach has to help the person who is playing the character to enter into that skin and to enter into that character. Okay, and in the meantime, the interview panel can list down some questions that they would want to ask them. And at this time, the scribe can also continue, can contribute. Once the interview starts, the scribe is jotting down the ideas on the mind map, and the interview panel is asking them questions. Coach cannot answer any question directly. Coach cannot answer any question directly. If a question has to be answered, the superhero has to answer it. And the superhero might, and the person who is playing the role of the superhero or the key well-known leader, you may want to create their voice, create their mannerisms, work it out, make it fun, make it joyful, make it happy. Okay, so it's expected to be a very very boisterous room in another 5 minutes. That is why I wanted to clarify the instructions, Abhi. Is it clear? Any doubts, any questions that you have? Is the process clear? So, when you start the interview, when you agree to start the interview, coach and superhero or the character go out for 3-4 minutes. They are getting into the skin of the character. In those 3-4 minutes, the interview panel is listing down a few questions that they would want to ask. These questions are also leading to those answers. Before you start the interview process, you should also identify whether you're going to work on Agritech or Medtech. So these two problem statements, one is related to agricultural technologies, the other one is linked to medical technology. So think about these. आप कौन से सुपर हीरो से कौन सी चीज सॉल्व करवाना चाह रहे हो, ठीक है, ताकि जब इंटरव्यू पैनल पीछे बैठा हो तो दे आर ऑलरेडी आंसरिंग, आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस और क्रिएटिंग दैट थिंग, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इन देयर. आर यू विद मी? सो who will tell which superheroes have you chosen? कोई भी, मतलब just random one superhero. Elon Musk, Batman, Nitish Kumar, Krish, Hanuman. Okay. Usain Bolt. Okay. Huh? Gandhi. Okay. Iron Man. Good. Shah Rukh Khan. Okay. Cooper from Interstellar movie. Okay. Good. So 3 characters होंगे आपके पास. I hope each one of them is exciting enough to play. Please go ahead. Start the interview process. Yes. No. The problem statements are these. You choose which one to ask questions to which superhero. Ideally, use both the problem statements. One you can repeat, the other one can be only once. Okay? So leaders, you have to keep the time. Leaders, you have to keep the time and ensure that the first set of characters and their coaches move out. The first character and coach should move out already, and the panel should start to brainstorm on the questions that they are going to ask. First set of coach and character should move out. Others start to work on the interview questions.
Strategy to make a mind map or just leave the
Mind map. It will be easier for you. If you try to write down, it will take a long time. Mind map it quickly. You can also organize ideas quickly, faster on a mind map. Question के अंदर भी idea होगा ना, वो लिखो. That is why I'm saying, think about solution and put them into your questions. Na? Challenge the particular. Yeah. Xmind use कर सकते हो ना? मैंने कहा था download कर लो. So I still see some groups जहाँ से अभी coaching नहीं शुरू हुई है. Please, coach and character go out. First coach and character go out and start the coaching. Every table, please do that. Table 2. Coach and character go out. Get into the skin. And the other people start to find solutions. Which problem, you've agreed which problem this first character is taking up? So start to discuss and write down questions. Now you can use trigger session or whatever. Hanji, first character and coach go out. First character and coach go out. You're preparing the questionnaire now. Yeah. Character and coach go out. बाकी सारी teams जा चुकी हैं. The panel has to start the interview preparation now. Okay, so who is the character? Who is the coach? Coach, you sit behind the character. You're not on the table. You're not supposed to answer anything directly to them. You just have to prompt him in his ears, okay? And panel, you come on in such a way that it looks like an interview. तुम सारे so make it look like an interview ना. Panel की तरह दिखे तो सही है. वो सुपर हीरो है भाई. Come this side. It should look like an interview happening ना. Okay, so आपका interview board आ गया. Interview panel, just come on this side. The character sits here, and the coach behind the character. You're not answering anything directly to the interview panel, okay? You can just prompt to him. So an interview panel will typically welcome the character. Oh, you're so good. आपने पिछली बार ये करा था. Remind them of the powers and then ask questions. Mind map क्यों नहीं बना रहे हो? Mind map will be far easier to make, much faster. No idea should be missed. So already organize yourself in such a way that when the वो come तो एक बैठा है उसके पीछे उसका वो बैठा है. Already तीनों एक तरफ आ जाओ. Interview board है ना, interview panel है, so it should be like that. So all three of you come on one side so that when the character and the coach comes, you are all facing and you are kind of welcoming them. It's like it should be like an interview only. So character sits on the chair, the coach also sits on the chair, but coach is behind. Coach will not answer any question directly. Who is the coach? But तुम दोनों गए थे ना साथ में. Oh, okay. That will you preparing for the second one. Okay. So you have to be behind her. You will not answer any question to the interview panel directly. The panel, I assume, has created questions to be asked. Okay. Coach थोड़ा सा पीछे बैठेगा. You will not answer any question directly. Okay. थोड़ा सा पीछे, उसके पीछे, जस्ट थोड़ा सा, इसके पीछे. इसको कान में तुम्हें बोलना है, खुश 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 खुश. तुम इसको बता सकते हो, बट तुम्हें उनको कुछ आंसर नहीं करना है. तुम जामवंत हो, तुम इसको इसकी पावर से याद दिलाओगे, बट तुम खुद नहीं लांघोगे समुद्र को, वो ये लांघेगा. Who is the character? So you sit like this, you are being interviewed, you sit behind him so that you can prompt to him, but you will not answer any question directly. And all three of you sit on that side as if you're an interview panel asking him a question. Make it look like one. कहाँ है तुम्हारे, अभी तक बाहर गया. 5 मिनट तक पूछते रहो. वो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करनी है, जो मर्जी पूछो. मोदी जी फार्मिंग से रिलेटेड नहीं है, फिर जो मर्जी पूछो. क्या क्या क्या. तो लेट अस सी मोदी जी उसका क्या जवाब देते हैं. उनको भी पता है क्या सॉल्यूशन चाहिए, वो सॉल्यूशन की तरफ लेके जाएंगे. वो देखते हैं कैसे घुमाते हैं. मोदी जी हैं आफ्टर ऑल. For any one interview, just one problem that you're asking. Okay. Is this your, who is playing the character? अभी पहले कौन प्ले कर रहा है कैरेक्टर? आप, तो फिर आप आगे बैठोगे. The interview panel should be all this side. It should look like an interview. And the coach is a little behind the character. थोड़ा सा पीछे just, so that you can prompt them in the ear, but you don't answer the answers. Okay. Who is the character? So the coach should be a little behind. Character is in the center. You are answering the question. Center where, and you can prompt him the answers. So who is the character? Okay, you little behind and panel पूरा एक तरफ हो जाओ. इस टेबल को उठाकर वहां कर देता है. ठीक है, आ जाओ. हो गया काफी है, बाद में वापस सेट करना है. Hello, am I audible? Am I audible? Yeah, looks like that. So every interview should close within 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, move to the second set of coach and character, go out. You came up with just 5 ideas. बस 5 मिनट के इंटरव्यू में 5 आइडियाज, 1000 आइडिया, 5, मतलब everything that he utters can be put into there. कुछ भी नहीं है मार रहा है, everything should be written there. Solutions नहीं देख रहे हैं हम, this is a brainstorm. Solution आप इसको derive करोगे. You're not looking at solutions. My map is just scribe ka role. Everyone, scribe ka role. Everything that is being uttered, just jot down. Every direction that was given, everything that this person blabbered. You don't think whether it is right or not, whether it is feasible or not. Just jot it down. That is your role. Okay. So scribes, you should write down each and every idea. Do not filter anything. Every idea you should write down, whether it is in the question or in the answers. Who's the scribe? How many ideas? So interview khatam? How many ideas? 5 मिनट के सुपर हीरो इंटरव्यू में 5 आइडियाज. स्क्राइब को उसी वक्त लिखना होता है ना. तो माइंड मैप इसलिए तो बोला था, क्योंकि लिख नहीं पाओगे. माइंड मैप में क्विकली लिख पाते हैं. लैपटॉप खोलो, माइंड मैप उस पे बनाओ. किसी एक का तो होगा. No idea should be lost, whether it was in the questions or in the answers. Every idea the scribe has to write down.
Are such a infinite topic and if somebody is not
इंटरव्यू चल रहा है, खत्म हो गया. तो फिर इंटरव्यू लो, मेरे को मत बताओ कुछ. पीछे तुम पीछे रहो थोड़े से. इसको प्रॉम्प्ट करो, आंसर देने में हेल्प करो. इंटरव्यू डन. हाउ मेनी आइडियाज इन द फर्स्ट इंटरव्यू? बस आप सुपर हीरो या किसी इतने बड़े बंदे से बात करो, बस 7 आइडियाज उसके वर्थ हैं. You have to write down everything that the person spoke, whether it was in the questions or in the answers. Everything. Then we will sit together and derive ideas out of it. But write down everything. Don't put any filter कि ये feasible है नहीं है. We will see feasibility later. Whatever he says, you write down. Scribe does not filter anything. मैंने कहा था scribe का काम सबसे dumb काम है. No thoughts, just okay. Problems are these two. हाँ, इसके अराउंड कुछ भी बनाओ. इसके अराउंड कुछ भी बनाओ. So problems के लिए आपको ये देखना है, problems are in Agritech or Medtech. How do you change the face of Agritech in India? How do you change the face of Medtech in India? That's the big problem. Ask questions around that. The panel can prepare questions that they want to ask. कितने आइडियाज आए पहले इंटरव्यू में? तो 4 और 10, 14 आइडियाज. क्वेश्चन में भी तो आइडिया होगा. कम है, ज्यादा होना चाहिए. Everything the person says should be recorded. Okay? Do not filter anything. In the meantime, you prepare more questions. How many ideas? That's few. Yes. Write down everything that they are saying. पांच मिनट बहुत सारा बोल सकते हो. Everything you say, just jump from one thing to another to another. No, हाँ. Write down everything that the person has said. अभी तक आपका फर्स्ट चल रहा है. Yeah. जितना भी चाहते जाओ. आपको हटाना है आप हटा दो. मैंने इसलिए कहा था कि खेल सको तो खेल लेना थोड़ा सा इसके साथ. तो just add सब टॉपिक्स. So the first interview should have closed by now. First interview should have closed by now. So who is the character? Coach. And where's the panel? हर तरफ घूमोगे पैनल की तरह. Coach and character can come this side. Panel will have more space to write. And who is the scribe in this round? Write down everything. पिछली बार lot of thing has been filtered. सेकेंड इंटरव्यू शुरू हो गया सारी टीम्स में. You are the coach. Prompt करो ना. ऐसे दूर थोड़ा तो बैठना है. You have to talk. You cannot talk to them. You can prompt to him. वो तुम्हारा जिगरी है. तुम सवाल पूछो स्क्राइब लिखता रहेगा. तुम स्क्राइब के पीछे मत जाओ. This was your first interview अभी भी. Second. एक इंटरव्यू अभी. One and done. चलो जल्दी से बुलाओ. आपका सेकेंड इंटरव्यू शुरू होना है अभी. कहाँ है? पैनल ने प्रिपेयर नहीं करा था क्या अपना सवाल जवाब? You don't need to look at the screen again. Ask, look at them. हो गया सवाल कहाँ क्या तो कुछ एक्टिविटी में लिखे अरे स्क्राइब करता रहेगा जो करना है आप अपने सवाल पूछो स्क्राइब को इग्नोर करो आपका सेकेंड इंटरव्यू हो गया पूरा फर्स्ट वाले को माइंड मैप पे डाल दो फर्स्ट और अभी थर्ड के लिए क्वेश्चन लिखना शुरू करो यस कांट आंसर बट हैज द प्रॉम्प्ट सेकेंड इंटरव्यू क्विक क्विक सेकेंड खत्म हो गया आपका सेकेंड खत्म हो गया कितने आइडियाज बेटर देन लास्ट टाइम बट स्टिल यू आर प्रोबेबली फिल्टरिंग समथिंग क्वेश्चंस में आंसर्स में दोनों में आइडियाज हो सकते हैं सब कुछ लिखना है आपने ठीक है नाउ थर्ड पैनल शुड प्रिपेयर क्वेश्चंस फॉर द अभी आपने दोनों प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट्स एक एक बार कवर कर लिया दोनों हो गया एक एक बार ठीक है आपकी दोनों प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट इज कवर्ड वन टाइम्स एट लीस्ट नाउ यू आर टेकिंग द थर्ड इंटरव्यू एनी वन ऑफ देम यू विल रिपीट yeah superhero I can do everything who is the superhero who's coming now Amitabh Bachchan is coming arre wow. He can do everything you tell him that in this movie you played this role if you were to do this what will you do no? Because he has already played so many roles na any role you can cite now शहंशाह वाला role if you could you know if you could wear the गायब हो जाओगे अगर रात को ही निकलोगे तो क्या करोगे whatever make fun hmm. So who are you huh Shahrukh Khan oh so I hope to grill him asking questions about दिल तो पागल है मेरे राहुल ने ऐसा क्यों करा ask him anything about any of the role that he has played and you are the coach so help him answer all the questions in the Shah Rukh Khan style
Yes.
third interview second if you are the third round so okay who's the third pair we have already covered both problem statements once अब कृष्णा आ रहे हैं वाह गुड हो गया सेकंड खत्म। ये स्क्राइब धीरे टाइप करता है क्या? तुम सवाल ही नहीं पूछ रहे हो। अच्छा, थर्ड थर्ड कौन है? नहीं, आ कौन रहा है थर्ड? नीतीश कुमार। कितने आइडियाज आए हैं आपके पहले वालों में? बहुत कम आइडियाज हैं। राइट डाउन एवरीथिंग दैट दे आर स्पीकिंग, डोंट राइट वन सॉल्यूशन, राइट डाउन एवरीथिंग दैट दे आर सेइंग, आइडियाज विल derive out of it, whatever you say you have to set up this। आप शहंशाह हो, आपको वहां पे तो करना है, वहां पे ये प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, कैसे सॉल्व करोगे? who's the who's the third one? कौन आ रहा है? हुसैन बोल्ट। अच्छा, अभी तक कौन कौन आ चुका है आपके पास? गौतम बुद्ध है, नरेंद्र मोदी। वेरी गुड। यू तुमने कुछ नहीं बनी, तो कोच बने बस। कौन कौन आ चुका है आपके पास अभी तक? गोकुल कौन है? गोकुल कौन है? अच्छा, उनको पता है ना कौन है, मेरे को। आपके पास इंटरव्यू के लिए कौन कौन आ चुका है? और अभी कौन आ रहा है? आयरन मैन। इसके कंस्ट्रेंट्स आप छोड़ दो। अच्छा, इसके कंस्ट्रेंट्स को देख के आप उसको लिए प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करो। अरे यार, आपको वो करना है कि एक छोटा सा मेडिकल, छोटे से गांव में, एक हैमलेट में एक मेडिकल सेंटर बनाना है, तो आयरन मैन कैसे बनाएगा? कैसे वो केयर प्रोवाइड करेगा? या एक छोटू सा फॉर्म है, उसके अंदर मल्टी क्रॉपिंग करनी है, एक आयरन मैन कैसे उसको हैंडल करेगा? कौन कौन से अपने शक्तियों को यूज करेगा टू बी एबल टू टिल द फील्ड, टू बी एबल टू डू सो मेनी एक्टिविटीज दैट हैव बीन रिटन। जनरल पब्लिक छोड़ो, ये बोलो कि वो सॉल्व कैसे करेगा वो प्रॉब्लम, दैट इज व्हाट वी आर लुकिंग एट, व्हाट विल ही डू अपनी पावर्स को यूज करके। So the arrangement has to be such that the panel is on one side and the coach and थर्ड शुरू हो गया। Good. तुम इसके कान में बोलते तो रहो क्या क्या बोलना है। अच्छा, वो ऑलरेडी शाना है। अपनी टीम को वापस बुलाओ, लास्ट इंटरव्यू जल्दी से खत्म होना चाहिए। सबके शुरू हो गए लास्ट इंटरव्यू। अपनी टीम को वापस बुलाओ जल्दी से, लास्ट इंटरव्यू सबका शुरू हो गया, आप ही रह सकते पीछे रह गए हो। कोचो राइट, ये शाहरुख खान बन गया चौथा इंटरव्यू। ओ गुड। सारे इंटरव्यूज हो गए आपके? ठीक है। सो अब आप ऐसा कर सकते हो कि आप अब फाइनली एक और माइंड मैप में जो भी आपके मेडटेक रिलेटेड आइडियाज थे जो आए थे उनको कंसोलिडेट कर लो। किसी ने भी बोला आप साथ में कैरेक्टर का नाम डाल दो, चाहे दूसरी तरफ में आप दूसरे माइंड मैप पे एग्रीटेक के दे दो, तो आपके पास फाइनली 5 माइंड मैप्स होंगे। 3, 1 each for the interviews, 2 finally for each of the problem statements. हाँ हाँ, तो करना ही था, हर टीम को दोनों प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट्स को तो कवर करना ही था। तो लेकिन कोई भी एक प्रॉब्लम 2 बार होगी तो क्या हुआ? अब आपको सेंटर में, अभी तक आपने सेंटर में कृष्णा को रखा था, अब सेंटर में मेडटेक आ जाएगा। यू सी। एंड अब आप क्या कर सकते हो, जो आपने कृष्णा से सवाल पूछे, अब आप सारे एक टीम हो गए हो, कोई पैनल और कोई वो नहीं है। अब जब आप मेडटेक की बात कर रहे हो तो अब कृष्णा आपकी साइड पे आके बता सकता है कि यार मैंने तो ये कहा था, तूने वो आइडिया लिखा ही नहीं। मैंने ये कहा था, ये तो तुमने डाला ही नहीं। कोच कहेगा मैं तेरे को तेरे कान में प्रॉम्प्ट कर रहा था, तूने बोला नहीं, अब डाल दे। नाउ एटलीस्ट ब्रिंग एवरीथिंग इन. Now when you're talking about now you're not a character now, no? You are now as a group coming back to the regular form and synthesizing. Done? Okay. Action. Done? हो गया? So now what we want to do is now make two synthetic mind maps. अभी आपने क्या करा था? एक उजियां बोल्ट का, एक इसका, महात्मा गांधी का, एक नरेंद्र मोदी का, 3 अलग-अलग माइंड मैप्स बने थे. अब आप मेडटेक का एक माइंड मैप बनाओ और उसका एग्रीकल्चर का एक, एग्रीटेक का एक माइंड मैप बनाओ. अब क्या होगा, अब सारे एक ही टीम में हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने नरेंद्र मोदी से कुछ बोला था, उसने कुछ बोला जो सॉल्यूशन दिया था, लेकिन स्क्राइब ने उसको नोट डाउन नहीं करा. अब आप बोल सकते हो मैंने यार ये भी तो आइडिया दिया था, ये क्यों नहीं लिखा? अगेन नो फिल्टर्स येट, सस्पेंड ऑल जजमेंट. ओके, नो फिल्टर्स, सस्पेंड ऑल जजमेंट एंड राइट डाउन एवरीथिंग दैट यू माइट हैव सेड. कोच कह सकता है मैं तेरे को प्रॉम्प्ट कर रही थी, तूने सुना नहीं, अब लिख दे. नाउ ब्रिंग ऑल दोस थिंग्स इनटू द two mind maps, one for medtech, one for agritech. All of you are one team now. ठीक है, quickly do that. हो गया आपका? So now what we will do is now all of you are one team. Now go back and अभी आपने multiple mind maps बनाए थे, एक शाहरुख खान का, एक योगी का, एक इसका, एक उसका. अब आप वापस आ जाओ और बोलो agritech. These are the ideas that across the various interviews we have. And in this now you may say that, oh, I had given this idea also that is not written here. Write it down. As you discuss, you may come up with more ideas also. Write them down. Yeah. But now this is, हमने क्या करा, हमने सुपर हीरोज बन के कुछ आइडिया जनरेट कर लिया. Now we are consolidating, synthesizing. Now bring them. ठीक है? आपका हो गया खत्म. So now consolidate the ideas. अभी आपके 3 माइंड मैप्स बने होंगे, एक एक कैरेक्टर के लिए. अब एक माइंड मैप एग्रीटेक का, एक माइंड मैप मेडटेक का. एंड अब ये आप सारे एक ही टीम हो, आपको ये इंटरव्यू कोच वाला फंडा नहीं है. अब आप ये कह सकते हो कि भाई मैंने तेरे से सवाल पूछा था, ये जवाब तो दे सकता था, क्यों नहीं दिया? उस जवाब में एक आइडिया था, उस आइडिया को अब लिख दो. ईच वन ऑफ यू माइट हैव सेड यार इसका जवाब इतना सिंपल है, ये क्यों नहीं बोला, या मैं होता तो मैं ये बोलता. हुआ होगा ना. नाउ पुट एवरीथिंग इनटू वन मेडटेक एंड वन एग्रीटेक. 2 माइंड मैप्स नाउ फाइनली. ठीक है, यूज द टूल. आई एम टेलिंग यू इट विल बी फार सिंपलर फॉर यू. अरे डाउनलोड द फ्री वर्जन विच डज नॉट रिक्वायर अ लॉगिन. क्लासिक वर्जन डाउनलोड करो, zen नहीं. डाउनलोड द क्लासिक वर्जन. तो आपका हो गया, सारे इंटरव्यूज हो गए. तो नाउ लास्ट हो गया, खत्म नहीं हुआ, हो गया. हाँ ठीक है, अब क्या करो, अभी तक आपने 3 माइंड मैप्स बनाए होंगे एक एक स्पीकर के लिए. अब आप 2 माइंड मैप्स बनाओगे, एक एग्रीटेक का, एक मेडटेक का. अब सपोज तुमने एक सवाल पूछा था नीतीश से, और जब तुमने सवाल पूछा तुम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे एक जवाब, इसने कुछ और दिया, लेकिन जो तुम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे अभी वो माइंड मैप में नहीं आया. अब जब एग्रीटेक और मेडटेक के माइंड मैप्स बनाओगे तो वो जवाब तुम डाल सकते हो. अब क्लब कर लो 2 ही माइंड मैप समरी में. दैट इज सिंथेसाइजिंग. क्योंकि रियल में आपके पास एक प्रॉब्लम होगी या 2 प्रॉब्लम्स होंगी, और आपने इंटरव्यूज करके ये थोड़े ना, नाउ यू हैव टू ब्रिंग देम बैक टुगेदर. ठीक है, डू दैट क्विकली. इंटरव्यूज डन. डन. ओके. So are the interviews completed? Which all tables and the interviews have completed? So all the tables interviews have completed. So now just turn around and listen to me. So now what you need to do is, I've already told this on some tables, but listen, nevertheless. Now what you need to do is, see, until now you must have had 3 mind maps or 3 clusters of ideas generated, or 4 clusters of ideas, depending on how many interviews you conducted, generated. Now it must have happened that when you were conducting an interview, you asked a question, you already had one idea in mind that this should be the response. The superhero gave some other response. That response is recorded, but the idea that you had in mind is not recorded yet. Are you with me? सबके साथ ऐसा कुछ कुछ हुआ होगा. When you asked a question, when you answered a question, the coach might have something, यार, this is how it should have been answered. तुमने कैसे answer कर दिया? This must have happened with you. Am I right? So now what you need to do is sit as one group and make 2 mind maps. One solving the Agritech problem, the other solving the Medtech problem. And now while the ideas that you already had are there, populate other ideas that were not spoken yet, so that we have a much bigger solution set to then work on, to choose from. Is that okay? No. Now, see, अभी आपके mind map के heart पे कृष्णा था या विराट कोहली था or something else was there. Now the heart of your mind map is Agritech or Medtech. And the solutions, whichever one had given, you just write them. Okay? And there were some solutions which are not given yet. You will also write them. Okay? So, wait, turn around. Abhi ye likhna hai, but I want to synthesize this also. How was your experience with this ideation technique? How many of you felt it was fun? सबने मजा करा? क्लास लगी नहीं ना, ये तो लगा खेलने आए हैं कुछ. Am I right? Is the problem funny? The problem is so serious. But when you approach any problem with a serious brain, serious mind, it is very difficult to arrive at solutions. This was a fun activity. You could arrive at solutions. Now, what other thing happens when you are having fun while you are brainstorming? Creativity increases. How? Why? Because we should understand the process. How and why does the creativity increase? Because when you are having fun, your inhibitions are down. You're not worried about what the other person is thinking. Anyway, whatever they are thinking about Krishna or Hanuman or something else. They're not thinking about Anushri, they're not thinking about Amit, they're not thinking about Arpit, they're thinking about the character. Is it not the case? Now, Hanuman can say something which you, Anish, cannot. Are you with me? So that is the power of these techniques. We actually have been using this technique every now and then. You just reflect. Whenever you are in a crisis situation, do you not sometimes think, oh, if my dad would have been here, what would have he asked me to do? Or if Anuj had been here, what would have he asked us to do? Or if my friend would have been here, what would have he asked me to do? We do this very often, is it not? So we actually do this role play. We actually play in our minds that role and find solutions, and they work many times. Now, in this process, what we have done is we have formalized it. And we have given them much more power than our immediate friends or relatives who we know about. Are you with me? So, what about the quality of solutions? Do you think there were some solutions which may not be feasible just yet, but are still worthy of even chasing? How many groups, how many teams feel, how many of you felt that there were some such solutions which are worthy of pursuing? Were all these worthy solutions feasible? May not be. But do you realize now you have a challenge that if we make it feasible, we open a completely new product market. Are you realizing this? This is a completely new product that you can work on, and there's a huge market waiting for you. We're talking about more than 1.5 lakh public health centers, and uska bhi agar main really mein ground level pe workers देखूं, तो you're talking about so many workers there. Huge organized market. Comes to farms, millions of farms. The average size of an Indian farm is less than 2 hectares. So many farms, you can make an impact. Your product can go and sell. Huge markets we are looking at. Because we thought like a superhero. We were not limited by what can I do? No, what would Hanuman do? Now we pursue that dream. Are you able to see this? So, maza aaya? Can we give a clap to ourselves? Good. So now clap कर दिया. Before you synthesize, एक और चीज request कर रहा हूँ. Please set the tables back. Or because the next class over here will start at 4:30. है ना? The next class will start at 4:30. We have just 5 to 10 minutes. You can work for another 5 minutes, consolidate the ideas, and then set the tables right. Okay? कहेंगे क्या सर इतना सारा हाइप पे ले जाके पानी डाल दिया उस पे है? लिख दो, लिख दो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बट हो सकता है अभी तुम्हें कोच की तरह, हाँ ये कह सकते हो कि उस इंटरव्यू में थे बट अब उसका कोच भी कुछ बोल सकता है, ऐड कर सकता है ना चीजें अभी भी. तो आयरन मैन ने नहीं भी बोला तो भी उस इंटरव्यू का था, अपने रेफरेंस के लिए डाल सकते हो. कहाँ पे डाला था? अच्छा, ठीक है, we'll look at different components. Other components of German. ठीक, नहीं तो सस्टेनेबिलिटी जर्नल में देख सकता है. So we will create an assignment in the Google Classroom. You have to submit all the 5 mind maps there. Okay. You have to submit all the 5. So 3 interviews plus 2 summary mind maps. You have to submit all the 5 mind maps in the Google Classroom there. So write the group members when you're submitting. So, friends, I would request tables वापस please reset कर दो. You can continue to work. There's still 10 more minutes, but please set the tables in the right position. PNG बना दो ना, export कर दो.